Hey there, fellow Factorians. Owners here with another episode of LTN and space exploration. Let's learn LTN and space exploration, in fact, and we are going to finish our energy science today. That is the goal. All right, it's almost there. It's almost there. All we need is what? All we need is to take our cards. So we've got all these data, all this data. We need to turn this data into energy catalogs and energy insights. Energy insights, energy catalogs, and energy insights. And of course, those are done in supercomputers. Supercomputer, and then manufacturing. So, interestingly, we might need another little bit of extension up here. Not sure if we're going to have the. Let's have a look. Do we have the scaffolding? Oh, we do. We've got a delivery of scaffolding. Obviously, has arrived. So. Yeah, we'll pop it here because there's no need to run too far away from the cooling. But as you can see, I've got a request here for supercomputers. Do we have? Yeah, we do actually. There we go. Look at that. Wow. All right. There's enough for 3 supercomputers. 3 supercomputers. Wow, that was I'd planned that perfectly. Obviously, I totally forgot that I'd done that. So. We are going to need 2 things. We're going to need a manufacturer, which is pretty big, so we'll pop that over here. Actually, not right against the corner for 2 reasons. One, of course, we need to pop these guys here, and then the other being we need to get some piping to the manufacturing. So if I go something like that, that can at least get us piping all the way around. Is that going to allow us to get 3 supercomputers in here? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, so we'll just do that. We'll do that here. Perfect. All right. So we need energy catalogs. We need energy insights, and then we'll also want a significant data from energy insights, just to kind of use that up. And then the line. Okay, the line we want is obviously not quite where we have it, but that's all right. We'll sort that out. Let's get these guys going. Let's get you set to make the science packs. You also need cold. Yep, cold in, and look at that. That's stuff out. Wonderful. We can get cold. I guess we just do something like that. In which case we probably just do that. And then, whoops, not there. There to there. Oh man, I can't believe that. It worked. And then somewhere along here, maybe where? Maybe here, I guess. We want to bring this in a fairly. I don't want to use too much pipe, but at the same time I don't want to block this whole area in case we want to use it. All right. Now all we need to do is set up some boxes. That is not a good place for a box, but that's okay. We can put this box down here, can't we? And again, let's try and save a little bit of bot travel distance. So there we go. All right. Let's set these up with some request limits, and we are in energy. So energy catalogs. I'm just going to keep 20 of these, and that's good. All right. Now, the real question is: do I actually want to make significant data out of these initially? Because if I just want to make science packs, 100 science packs, I only need 100 material insight, and then I can get the significant data from, say, 100 energy insight, and then I can get the significant data from, like the material science, for instance, or the astronomic science, which is probably what I want to do. I'm going to leave that. So let's not hook up the significant data just yet. All right. So energy insights, let's keep 20 of them lying around. And then this guy here, I guess we can feed from up here because that seems pretty close. I like this corner here, it won't even look like it's feeding in, so I'm just gonna pop it there. And then we'll output over here. All right. So there we go. You're requesting significant data, which we actually have none available, which is a slight problem. But then all we want here is 100 energy. 100 energy science. There we go. Energy science. So let's just store up 100, and then we can get the research we need for that. All right. We are getting. Look, maybe we do. Maybe we do this. Obviously, we are struggling getting. We are struggling to get the number of things that we need here. I don't think this needs to store 36 though, does it? It probably does. All right, let's limit this one to significant data. Yeah, less than 20. All right. And what do we get? We get blank data cards that they get reused. Yep. How many blank data cards do we have in the network? Only 130. Yeah. We are using a lot. So this whole sort of setup uses a fair bit. But it's all pretty slow. Why are you not working? Your output is blocked. Your output is blocked because okay. How am I going to fix this? So the issue here is these guys are producing the fluid before it gets used up by here. What I could do is why has this got an input for cold? Oh, cool. Why has this not got any cool? Okay, well, there it is. Okay, it's up there. So what I really should have done, and I'm not sure why I didn't do it, is just do this. There's actually no point in bringing this all the way down here. It's never going to flow into there. Whereas this way, it would actually get used by these straight away. But we're maxed out on that because nothing is using our cold thermofluid. We're producing too much thermofluid. Your output is blocked up. Your output is actually going nowhere. That's probably why, because someone pulled that away. That's that's a problem, isn't it? All right, we do need to. I do need to do something like a tank here. A tank right there, and then just have this one connected to that tank, and then say, yeah, exactly that. So that should allow these guys to. Yeah, okay, we're back up and running. Look at that. I love the colors. This one's such a beautiful little corner of the world. How are you going? You're doing, yeah. Man, it's so nice. You have no stone. You've maxed out on plasma, so you're not running for a while. All right. Well, I mean, there you go. That's energy science in a nutshell. We've got. I guess we've got to wait for some significant data, I guess, and that will be it. So. With that, we want to be making supercomputers. Supercomputer 2. Let's have a look. Why is the whole thing? Why is everything sort of dead? This should still be producing. This whole area, even though we're not making any more material data, we should be making more significant data from here. So what has stopped absolutely everything here? So you've got enough of these. What we don't have is tensile strength. Okay, why do we not have tensile strength? Tensile strength is outputting. No, it is not. All right, interesting. We've got too much scrap. And our scrap reprocessing is going at full ball, but it is not enough. So what I need to do is actually have a filter inserter here sending scrap into the network, I think. And likewise, you're a filter for, you're going to be for tensile data cards, tensile data, and then you're a filter for scrap. And then we get all those out, and then that will get going again. So if we got that same issue anywhere else, similar, very, very similar. So let's do likewise here. So scrap goes to there. Let's clear out all this scrap. All right. So scrap is going to there, and then this is compressive data. All right. And we should just be able to copy this then to all these other ones. Tensile and compressive. And then likewise, put that there, and limit you to tensile. Tensile and tensile, and then compressive, that is compressive and compressive. All right. But that's not the reason why these ones aren't working. These ones aren't working. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay, it's operating now. It's operating now. You're not operating because you have none of that. All right, things are picking back up. All right, let's get rid of all this scrap. We just had a crash. Almost killed us. We're fine. Really, just let me just do that. There we go. That'll cut out the middleman, won't it? All right, scrap galore. Okay. Why aren't you working now? Because of material testing packs. So apparently that is not fast enough, because I must have put in the speed modules before. Oh, sorry, after I'd set that. There we go. Okay. So now this is back up and running, and this whole section should be back up and running because we'll have things. Decontaminated scrap. I mean, ideally we should probably do the same thing, except the ratios of these is much different, isn't it? Well, yeah, it's still three contaminated scraps. We should probably do something similar. You know what? I feel like we don't want to come back here again, do we? So let's do it. Output. Another one of you. You're going to take contaminated scrap, and you're going to take flamey flames, hot thermodynamics. All right, let's copy that over to here. There we go. This one here, we just want to have the plasmas. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, that's not ideal there, buddy. There we go. All right. That's not ideal either. How about right there? Perfect. Okay, let's do that. And that. All right, contaminated scrap. And what is this one? Tesla things. Tesla things. All right. Okay, let's copy that. Is there contaminated scrap out of this one too? Yeah, okay. So this one's going to go there, there, and there. And And then we pop these guys. Nope, not that one. That one over there. All right, let's go back to you. And this one over here. All right. And then you are these frosty looking ones. Cold thermodynamics. You're cold thermodynamics. And you're this one. There we go. All right. That is now a bit more robust. A bit more foolproof. It's not foolproof. It's a bit more controlled. We're not going to back up on any of those kind of things. How much contaminated scrap do we have? It's only a few hundred, so we are actually obviously using that up at a reasonable rate. We're not using scrap up at a reasonable rate, apparently. As you can see, I've got 3 here going already, and we're barreling. We're even barreling our heavy oil from it. We might need to expand this. Out a wee bit. What if I just copied this whole thing? And we'll figure out how the piping is going to go. All right, we'll figure out the piping later. All right, create a blueprint. Let's come up here and whack it down here. Whack it down here. Yeah, just something like that. Let's actually go one higher. There's a hole. There's a hole in my bucket. There we go. All right. And then we can pop this down like thus. Power that all up. We're out of Roboport range. Probably could have seen that one coming. We put a couple of Roboports like that. Maybe. Yeah, we can do that. All right, so then we need to get this in a similar arrangement to this, which just means copying that, putting down a little bit more space up here, I guess. Should be enough, I think. Something like that. Yeah, well, you need some power. You need some power. Cool. There we go. And that is operational. All right. And then we are using these ores. Yeah. We're not maintaining any ores. We're going pretty nuts on that. Okay. Apparently we need one more decontamination thingamajig. We're missing everything for it. That's okay. But isn't one of you guys here producing steel? You are. You're producing steel. You're producing steel, but we're out of steel. How much steel do we need? 20 steel. All right. Give me a few more of these. There we go. There's 20 steel. That was definitely the long way to do that, wasn't it? Red circuits, electric engines, concrete, and heat shielding tiles. All right. Red circuits, electric engines, concrete, and heat shielding tiles. How much heat shielding tile? Yeah, just 15. So red circuits and electric engines must be down here somewhere. I thought I would have seen red circuits very easily. I can't even remember what a red circuit's called. Advanced circuits. There we go. They're definitely somewhere. And there's electric engines. I knew they were down here. So obviously red circuits are back up here. I can see a bunch of them in this one here. So I'll just take those. This is not really working out, is it? And we're out of those. Okay. I will have to get a request in for a bunch of the chests. What are they called? Active provider chests. There we go. Give me a stack of them. But did I grab everything I need now? Yes, I did. There we go. Make that one more. Handcraft away. All right. How are we doing for time? We're at 20 minutes. So, yeah, look, this is pretty good progress. So, let's have a look at what science we have in here. So we've got 2 energy science packs. We actually have no, we've got no astronomic science because the gamma ray telescope is using it all. But we do have 130 material science. What can we use material science that's not going to interrupt anything else? That's going to be useful too. I mean, that's a bit of a thing because these things aren't happening anytime soon. We could get the next level of material catalogs, which would probably be pretty funky. Yeah, there we go. Bam. Straight away, that is definitely what I want. Is there anything else? Anything else that uses that? Our next level of thruster suit. That's another 50. Could get another stack bonus. Worker cargo robot size 300. We had 250, so this is 250. Okay. We're getting roboports too. Are we? Yes, we are. This will reduce the number of significant data that we are collating from material insights because we're going to use up all of our material data, but, you know, I'm fine with that. I am totally okay with that. How much, do we have stuff in here? We got some. 5 on the way. Apparently that is not enough. Apparently not enough to feed this. No, it seems to be holding. It seems to be holding. It just, I was looking like these don't have any oranges, but obviously the graphic here can't be changed. This is just the vanilla science packs. We don't actually see the advanced science packs on the graphic there on the disco ball, which is a shame because it's such a beautiful graphic. Look at that. That's the high-res graphic pack too. Makes it very, very sexy. Oh, all right. Well, I'm a bit of a loss. Bit of a loss as to what we can actually do. I mean, question 1: why is everything over here at a standstill? That's a problem, isn't it? Everything, the thermofluids are all going. We're actually missing blank data cards. And you've maxed out on radiation data. These actually have the same issue with the scrap. I should really fix that up, shouldn't I? Got to make sure this scrap issue is a no-brainer. All right, we are missing a few of the key ingredients though, namely active providers. Do you produce scrap? No, you don't. Nope, and nope. But you are producing junk data cards, blank. Yeah, you are. There's a chance, a 9% chance of producing a junk data card. Okay, I can live with that. 19% chance. Yeah, we're not seeing any. And you've got junk data cards and scrap, but we'll deal with the scrap first, I think. All right. Well, what are we actually waiting on here? You can't get rid of your thermofluid. Well, that is definitely my bad. Because I didn't set that up right. There we go. Now you can work. And you can work too once you actually get some of these. Again, all right. That was the issue. That was the issue that I had. My own foolish fault. Whew, all right. The other thing I wanted to check was, do we have bots? We do have logistics bots in storage. But we also got 2,000. We're only using a handful of them. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I think we're pretty good. All right. What do I need to make some of these boxes? Red circuits, green circuits, and steel. I think I've got all those things lying around. There's some greens. I hope that wasn't all the greens, otherwise we're going to get another little rocket ship coming our way. There we go. All right. Let's just, I don't know, make 20 of them. Sure. They're pretty easy to make. And then we can get them set up over here for our scrap. Now, I'm not sure whether we actually need a filter inserter over here. That should at least grab as much scrap first off the bat and not block this up. So I don't really want a filter inserter here because we've actually got to do junk data cards as well. Yeah, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. But we do have 20 of them. We've got 20 of them. Why are you not working again? Still for this reason. Still for this reason. Output, output, output. This goes over to where? To nowhere. Okay. Well, apparently this whole setup was copied poorly. How about that? How does that float your boat, guys? I think everyone's much happier now, aren't they? They sure are. They sure are. All right, and you go where? You actually do hook. So these guys actually do hook into there. Yep. And then these guys now do as well. Okay, the lights are back on. That is a good sign. We've even got some energy insights being created. Some more blank data cards. That will help us greatly. And yeah, we're up to 4. We're up to 4 energy science. All right. These guys are really struggling for insights. Interesting. I prioritize that one. That's not bad. The rest can go in here. Yeah, yeah. You'll figure it out, guys. You'll figure it out. I mean, that pretty much brings us to the end. We've got a few minutes left. We might as well think about what we're going to do tomorrow. So we have our spaceship in our sights. And I don't want to just like leave it running for the next 2 hours and just slowly build these things up. Because what we need, obviously, is the gamma and the radio telescope and the supercomputer into the catalog, into the spaceship. And that's the research we need. The production we need for this is, well, space platform plating, which we don't have. But everything else is just standard. Yeah, and it can actually all be built on, must be built on spaceship floor. These sections may detach. Any gaps in the floor will break containment. These sections may detach. All right. So it looks like any of this stuff can actually be built down on the planet. That's actually pretty nice. Except, obviously, this can be built down on the planet, but you need to make the comprehensive astronomic catalog up here in space, which we only need one, which I think is very important to note. We'll just make one of them, but we do need to research these. We do need to research these, obviously, so we can research that. But we only need. Well, that's 100 science. That's a bit of a big one. We're kind of 200 and 400. We're 400 science away from actually getting the spaceship, plus 100 energy science. So, it's a thing. And then we've got all these other upgrades that are just material and energy, which we already have too. I don't know what the structural integrity, how that affects the spaceship. I'm probably sure we'll find out 300 integrity. That might be to do with the number of components that you can have. Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're certainly going to play around with that, but it does look like the limiting factor is going to be our science, which look, it's not slow. It is stopped though. This is a bad sign. All right, what's going on? You're full. Your outputs are full. All right. Are you limited? Is this the problem? You're not limited. That's the red. Oh, you know what it is? I remember now. We had to move one here for some piping. Oh boy, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. We need to hook that back up. We need another tank. Just drain some. Just drain some, please. Get everything back up and running. All right. That is unfortunate, to say the least. But here we go. Everything's running again. Because these guys can all drain out now. Yeah, but now we won't be producing anymore. So the issue was I remember now I had this guy here, and we moved it. For whatever reason we moved it, I removed it. I think I was trying to run some piping down here that I didn't actually need in the end. But that's where the red signal was coming to, and then it killed the wire. So then this was just constantly making more thermofluid. And exactly the same issue we had back on the other side. If we just keep making thermofluid, you can't drain the thermofluid from all the things that are producing like using the cold and producing the regular. So what's your problem, buddy? You've just maxed out on visible frames? And we're not using visible frames? Why aren't we using visible frames? We've maxed out on... That is not right, is it? That is not right. Okay. You are actually visible data. Yep. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. You are which data? The yellow data. And you are the other data, UV data. Okay, do we fix it for this? Nope. Haha, okay. And we wonder why things aren't working. But these ones weren't even limited, so that actually kind of negated that, didn't it? We're missing blank data cards, of course we are. Probably because we have 100 of, like, many hundreds of these, which are just wasting data cards until they get used. Disappointing. All right, gravimetrics, astronomics, awaiting visible data. What's your problem? You've got blank data cards. Okay, that's the problem. Apparently I had that one set as a limit as well. Is that what I've done over here? Yeah, it is. All right. Let's just copy that across like so. Observation data, infrared, and there we go. Visible data. Okay, things are spinning back up. You're right now. You've got the second gravimetric observation data. I thought I was supposed to be making gravimetric test data there. That must be over here. All right, let's make sure these guys are set right. Yep, you've got the swirlies. You've got the gravimetric test data. You've actually got some broken data card. Junk and broken. All right, that's cool. Everyone else looking mighty fine. All right. What about you guys up here? Did I copy you guys incorrectly? X-ray and microwave. No, you're fine. You guys are fine. All right. Yeah, you guys never have to work again for a long time. Wow, you guys really punched out. These guys do 12 at a time or something? No. They just never had the limit set correctly. All right. That's probably why our research had totally stopped. Let's have a look at our science levels. So we actually have no material science left, and we haven't finished the research. I guess I didn't have the 250 that I thought I had. That's okay. We'll figure it out. These guys are just going to plot along though. You are waiting on... I'm sure we had those. Gravimetric. Why isn't this guy operating then? because it's got cool thermofluid it's trying to get rid of. All right, so this is actually the same. This is the same issue, isn't it? This is the same issue. We're producing... so to fix this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect you guys here, and then we'll have a tank. Let's get a tank. Sneak it in perfect in there, actually. You're going to go to there. You're going to go to there. All right. And then this guy here, we're going to put a pump in right next to it. This pump here is going to connect up to there and only work if, what's this, cool thermofluid? Cool thermofluid is less than 1,000. All right. And then this cool thermofluid will get reused out there. So remember else that's going to have this issue? Probably, there probably is. There probably is. But what about up here? Are we reusing cold thermofluid anywhere here? There is something here. Oh no, that is just the actual use. So there's nothing feeding cool thermofluid back into this row, which is good. So we don't need to worry about it up there. It's just the output from these guys that was the problem. All right, and as you can see, they're now spinning up, and we're getting a few of them being made. Perfect. All right. Whew, man, this has been a wild ride, and look at that. A broad astronomic catalogue is produced. And where are you going, broad astronomic catalogue? You're going to the material insight guy. All right. And then the one broad astronomic catalogue produces 3 astronomic insights, which is beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Whew, man. I thought this was going to be like a very, very short episode, but of course, you know, there's always something else that goes wrong, and we ran over time. But it looks like things are actually working now, which is pretty important. Pretty important, I reckon. Why have you got so much thermofluid? Are you connected to the wrong place? Where is even the supply of thermofluid coming for this? I am actually confused. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here. Okay, that's okay. That's good. That's good. Yes. Just end it. Just end it. That's ooh, what is going on here? I'll fix that up as well. Looks like the end screen's changed. Well, I'm going to call it there. So you know what? I think I might, unless something happens and I think of a better alternative, I'm probably just going to let this run for a while. Yeah, I might have a potter around back on Novus and just kind of think about other sort of mega basey kind of issues, like building up some more supplies of stone and iron and all those other things that we're using compulsively up here in space, and slowly strip mining from the planet below. So I'll do those things, and look, if something interesting actually arises, I'll record it. But otherwise, when we come back tomorrow, fingers crossed, we will have access to some delicious science for our spaceship, or at least be able to start making the next level of astronomic catalogues. So most importantly, thanks to my patrons who are not listed. Sorry about that. The end screen's broken. But I'll also see you tomorrow.